All right.
Making public safety fun again, okay? I'm sorry.
All right, we're gonna call the meeting to order. You ready?
Ready?
Ready? Okay. Time 7:18.
18?
Roll call. Nancy Rogers present. Johnny Torres. George Pena.
Here.
Carlos Andres.
Here.
Luis Lopez. Oh, hi, Luis. Darwin Vicencio. Is that everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, Officer Amador. Present,
Yes, he's here.
okay, and fire rep, no fire, we don't even get fired
He's right here. Darwin.
paperwork. Okay. Order of business, oh boy, get ready to write, guys. Referrals, additions, and deletions.
Through the chair, I have some additions to make to the agenda. Okay, on 6C, I would like to add a special presentation from our, public service announcements. That will be, hopefully approved and go live soon. So that will be in addition to 6C. Presentation of PSAs, the producer will be coming and showing us the videos. 7D, I believe should be removed because we're speaking about it in our special presentation. And I'll be replacing 7D with the proclamations. So we'll just in general proclamations that we'll be talking about.
Okay, so 7D is gonna be switched to proclamations.
Yes, yes, sir. And then new business.
Hold on, wait.
Wait, sorry.
So 2 changes is what you're proposing.
So far, yes.
Okay. 6A PSA, 7D proclamations.
6C,
6C.
6C.
I'm sorry, 6C.
Yes,
PSAs.
6C, PSA's presentation. And then we have 7D is proclamations. We're removing 917 to PSA video paid. I suggest deferring 7G. And new business will be to discuss a 2025 event proposed by myself and a December copy of a copy.
Okay,
So it's
which
fine.
one
All
is that?
right, any discussion?
No, I need second.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard.
Wait, what was that? The last one?
Okay, so the last two, under new business, it's gonna be 2025 event proposal by Carlos Andres.
So that would be 8A.
That will be 8A, and then 8B will be December copy of a copy.
I'm sorry, repeat 8A again.
2025 event proposal by myself.
7D proclamation, right? Is what you're,
7D will be proclamation, yes, ma'am.
so is there a second? To,
I'll second all that.
well, that was a motion.
That was a
That
motion.
was a motion
Yeah.
to make changes to the agenda. Second, second Darwin. Any discussion in related to changing this agenda? Discussion? Mhm.
Nancy, are you okay, or do you wanna?
No,
Any discussion?
Okay, we're fine.
Okay.
Good.
And now, what is it? A vote if you guys do want to change the agenda as requested. All in favor of changing the agenda
all in
as
favor of
requested?
changing the agenda as stated?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, we will start with, well, we do have some guests, and we've done our referrals, additions, and deletions.
You're on minutes now.
Item number 4, adoption of the 9/18/24 minutes.
If through the chair, just to inform you guys, there was some minutes that were sent in after the fact. If you guys want to accept them as part of your agenda, I have copies here. For July 23rd,
I have that as 7A. Want to include that with
Oh, okay,
item 4?
no,
Or keep
I
it
don't mean to
separate?
confuse you, leave
No,
it as
no.
is.
But it's on the list to be
Okay.
done.
Yes,
Okay.
so just let the record show that I'm gonna give out the attachments for those
That's
minutes.
fine. Yeah, because we need a copy for the record. All right, so that is. That was item 3, yes?
Yes,
Well, no.
no, that was
wait.
number 4.
No,
I make a motion to adopt the minutes from 9/18.
That's part of
Second.
your agenda packet, just so you guys know.
second,
All in favor?
Who seconded?
Nancy?
Oh,
Any comments? Discussion?
any discussion?
No,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes.
Okay, now motion by me and seconded by Nancy.
Number 5, we ready? No, George, you're trying to write, darn.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, number 5, public comments. We have a house full. I'm trying to think, there was somebody that said that needed to go first, and I think it's gonna be this young lady, she's been here all night. Go ahead.
This is gonna be really fast. So, we're working with the,
Excuse me, by the way, y'all, this is Omar's wife.
oh, sorry.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
Omar Gonzalez's wife. And, we're volunteering with the Veterans Day Parade. And while we have student volunteers, we would like adult presence in certain locations, the day of the parade. So I was just wondering if there's anybody in the committee who would be able to volunteer the day of the parade, which is November 3rd,
Yes. and then-
Sunday, November 3rd. And to be there at 7 AM. You don't have to stay for till the very end of the parade. But mainly in the area where vehicles may be coming in and out of the parking lot, the staging area. To have presence there to make sure that nobody tries to park there that is not part of the parade. Or to allow vehicles that are part of the parade who should be there to let them in. So.
I'm gonna add that. I don't imagine every year it's been that I've volunteered. I'll be working the check-in desk table for that event. The thing is that I have to be fair. My understanding is that committees will be also in the parade, providing their own cars and whatever. I'm not going to be part of it as a committee. You guys want to get a car and ride in a car or walk as the public safety committee, that's fine. But I will tell you, they really need us in relation to helping with the parking, the getting the groups together and that type of thing. And that staging area is gonna be at Bull Run Road
Yes.
Okay.
It's that full run.
in that big parking lot area where the doctor's offices are off of 67th Ave.
67, 156. 15600.
So think about it, guys, you know, if you wanna be in the parade, you know, wear your PSC shirts and walk, that type of thing, you're welcome to do it. But as you know, we've got some police and fire here and, that's where you really, really can be helpful. So is there anybody who wants to volunteer to assist? And then you can,
Yeah, I would love to, but I have my kids that. can participate with
they
that
can
day.
sit with me at the table.
I don't know,
No, I
a lot to
know.
handle.
No, but think about it, there's a little bit of time.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you can volunteer, but you know somebody who can, reach out to Nancy and Nancy will reach out to me and, yeah, we need all hands as much adult presence as we can have. Because while I do have student volunteers, you know, there's certain tasks that I don't want to assign to them that, you know, they could be in danger or certain areas, you know, people respond more to adults than to students, so.
And if anything, we go through Nancy if we're, okay,
Yeah,
she has her contact.
yeah,
Perfect,
and
okay.
if, or if you have Omar's phone number, then.
Okay, perfect, call Omar
Yeah.
too. Okay,
you
perfect.
call.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Just remember, you know, I would suggest you wear your shirt,
No,
so at least there's some indication that you are with the town and not just waving your arms like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do that anyway. Okay. Who's next up? I feel,
Yeah.
there's some people that I knew were coming and then others that I'm not 100%
No,
sure.
so
Are you
we're
all
all
together?
together, yeah,
Okay, good.
so.
Yeah.
You wanna start on?
Okay, I'll start. My name's Maria Crowley. I served as planning and zoning, director for the town of Miami Lakes and chief of community planning for Miami-Dade County. But now I get a chance to, hopefully ask for your help for something that is a cause that is dear to my heart. I'm here with Rashida Mamuji and, Sally Whitten. They belong to the Santa Club of Miami Lakes. And, Miami Lakes, has always been so supportive of Santa. But we don't want to be a secret anymore, so I wanted to, hand out our proposal of a project that we have. Usually, Santa was started over 100 years ago by the women that were fighting to get the right to vote. But we have continued to work to stop violence against women, to make sure that all women have access to healthcare and that all women have, access to an education worldwide. But as you can tell, I bet if I asked most of you, you had not heard of something. So we have a couple of projects that we want to start. We support the United Nations 16 Days of Activism. And it starts on November 26th, which is the International Day to Stop Violence Against Women. And it ends on December 10th, which is the International Day for Human Rights. And worldwide, all government, municipal buildings, like you see here, the Empire State Building, the UN, we're having a campaign to orange the world. And we also have a campaign to bring awareness to stop violence against women by having, and you'll see this in your second page there, is a wall of dolls to represent the women that have been either killed or been a victim of violence.
Or sex trafficking, yeah. it could
Yes.
be Any one of those.
Now, just to give you, a couple of, really, I think, very frightening, facts. 1 out of every 3 women has experienced violence in their lifetime. And in the United States, 3 women on average every day is killed by an intimate partner. So it's not something that happens in other countries. It's something that's happening right here. So we would like your support. We would like to have a banner, okay?
So,
Uh,
can I
a
explain that?
wall,
So basically, this is something I saw in January, actually in May. So there are like 4 or 5 Italian cities that did this. And we have through Zonta International, she was in Brisbane for the international conference. We're gonna try and make it an international movement and start with the town of Miami Lakes. So Miami Lakes, hopefully will get on the map as the first prototype for Zonta.
the United States.
And basically, we want to create an awareness of human trafficking, sex trafficking, and have a phone number for people to call, okay? So this banner, a similar banner, it's a net hung on a building, and we've met with Parks and Recreation through Manny Sid. So we've actually talked to a lot of people in Miami Lakes. And Parks and Recreation suggested we include public safety, since you guys, this is one of your agendas as well, from what I understand from Jeremy. So I said, if you guys endorse this, we have identified Mary Collins Building as the building to put this banner up. And what I'd like to see, I took some pictures today, actually. There is the front wall above the window, we can scale it down, we could have it vertical. It would be weatherproof. Not
Yes.
really intrusive in any way, so as you can see, they hung it, this is in Italy, I saw it myself, and it really makes a statement. It's in a town square. Unfortunately, American cities don't have the squares that European cities do, where everybody congregates. But we thought this was a great place because the Veterans Park, everybody goes to it. And July 4th, they're there. So if people can call this number if they know of somebody being violated. So we would like to have your support so that Jeremy says, okay, that building is under Parks and Recreation. But if you guys endorse it, we can jointly create the banner would be like 10 foot by, it could be 10 by 10 maximum.
Yes, so
The
it's a
net,
scaled down version right by the
we would
front door.
hang some dolls on it, we would have a banner saying no violence in black and orange, because those are Zonta's colors. Very similar to what you're seeing here. And hopefully make people aware of the issues that are at stake here.
Yeah, do you have any questions or? We would love your support.
Okay,
Through
well,
the chair, I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to remind you guys that if it's something you guys are interested in taking on or discussing, I would suggest you guys add it officially as part of your agenda, because right now it's not.
okay, we've got a full agenda right now tonight, and I apologize for that. But I did want to give you the opportunity to speak about it and allow us to discuss it and get back to you as soon as we could, okay? I
Sounds good.
apologize. It's just that we're getting started late and we've got a full agenda
So what
right
is,
now.
would be the next step, because you know, Brian, we spoke to Brian Moreira, the councilman. And what he has done for us, like the 16 days of activism, he's gonna light up the town hall, I guess, or something. with
In orange.
Orange lights.
Like the building.
And have a presentation, but that's just 16 days. I'm not talking about 16 days here. I'm talking about a semi-permanent.
So we would love a
It would be
resolution of
like a
support.
mural, like art, you know?
I understand. I have some hesitation about some of what you want to do, and I would rather discuss it with the committee, and I apologize. But it's too soon. We've got our own questions and would like to be
Um,
able to share those with
can I-
each other
Can
and get
can
back
I-
to you.
Can I have a question though? What is the time frame? Would we be able to have your support before November 25th?
Well, it will probably be discussed next month's meeting, right? We'll put it
Yeah,
on the
well,
agenda.
You know, if we had time and we wanted to just say, hey, do we want to do this? What do we want to do? There's one particular thing you want to do that I don't think it's a good idea right now. I would discuss that with my committee if you don't mind. But, the earliest we would be able to meet on a planned date would be
Next
in a
month.
month, next month.
Yeah.
And
What
if that's
date's
too
that?
late, I'll,
Well, in this
can you
case,
tell them another?
that's the
a date?
holiday week, so that's something that we need to discuss as well, you know, to meet before the holiday week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
If I
normally,
may,
It may be-
I
be a
think,
little
let me
soon.
just
Yeah.
guide them in terms of, so, you're here looking for the committee's support. The committee is to discuss the agenda that they have in front of them. If it's something that they, as a board, wish to even add onto their agenda to discuss, they have the motion to add it to their agenda.
Okay.
But that's any of the members here's decision to make.
So the building is owned by Parks and Recreation, it's owned by the town of Miami.
So what Jeremy was trying
Yeah.
to do is get you involved with committees, because when there's committee support, it allows for a smoother flow of things when it comes to
That's what
events.
he said, exactly.
If, for example, the committee were to not support it because either they don't support the cause or because they just, can't, given that they have other things,
Mhm.
then Jeremy, it sounds like will still help you do it through Parks and Rec. It would just take a different route. But it
Okay.
sounds like it's something that they are willing to work on anyways. It's just here, you're looking specifically for public safety committee support.
Well, we want to
Yeah.
work with you. We want to make something that the whole community can support. So we would love to have your feedback.
yeah, well,
Okay,
I'll make a motion to defer this to the next meeting. That's
okay,
all.
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that way we can put it on the agenda next meeting. That's.
So,
that's
so
fine
the, I guess the
conversation.
question would be like, what are our chances? of
No,
doing-
it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. it's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the building I'm talking about.
Okay,
Okay?
Are
Mary
you
Collins
fine?
building?
Yeah, there's a little space right by
Yeah,
the front
so
door.
the,
I actually have a thread from them because Jeremy included me when he was trying to let Nancy know. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
So I'll forward that to you guys because I think maybe it provides a little more feedback and you guys can review before your next meeting.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
No, you got it. We'll definitely discuss it next.
Nancy has my
Yeah.
contact, so.
I don't think we have.
Okay, have you got, anybody got a card or something?
We'll put it on the agenda for next month.
You have my number,
Because if
call
it's
me.
told.
Thank you so much.
I have your number.
Okay, wonderful. Tell me your name.
Rashida.
That's,
Okay.
that's what I'm
Okay,
thinking. We're not-
Oh, you're in my photo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Did she give you a card? I didn't hear it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, and I believe I have my
cell
cell
number. You may have, it, but I put my cell number.
Yeah.
There's this.
Thanks, and you know, thanks, nobody like this. Okay,
Just put it on next month's agenda.
okay, thank you, darling.
You're just letting the chair know to add it to the next.
So we're just adding it to the next agenda.
A note for the chair when you prepare the agenda again.
Okay. That's a deferral. then.
Well,
We don't need an official motion, just add it on the agenda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no deferring, it wasn't part of your agenda.
yeah, I'll put here Zonta International, my notes as well.
Yeah, for next month's
all
discussion.
right, who made that motion? You?
No, there's no motion.
No motion.
We're just,
To put
adding
it
it-
on the next
yeah,
meeting?
we're just telling you to add it to the agenda.
I
if we're
thought you
gonna
did it in
discuss it.
Form of a motion.
No, we
No.
didn't have,
We- I like that better.
Excellent.
All right, let's, yeah.
Special notifications. I'm waiting for the police to get here. But let's keep moving.
All right. We took care of all the other, no, we've got some additions.
we're doing number 6.
You're at
Yeah,
6.
we're on number 3. Order of business additions.
No, we passed that already. We're number 5. We just finished number 5, public
We didn't
comments.
do number 8.
We did number 8. Yeah, that's already been added.
All right, I didn't
Secretary has
take the
reported.
notice. You guys
Yeah.
were probably talking. All right.
Yeah.
We are at,
6. Thanks.
no public comments?
No,
That's what they just
that's what they
did.
just did.
I
Right.
got you. All right, police department, finally, you're up, Amador.
Waiting for hours.
Jeez. All night.
All night for this. I have here a year-to-date, the crime trends for the town of Miami Lakes. I'll start with homicides year-to-date. Last year we had 4, this year, thank God, we are at 0 so far. Thank God. Last year we had 3 robberies and we are at 3 this year, so we've had the same amount. For auto thefts, we had 74, we're at 73. So we're down by 1. Commercial burglaries, we were at 8, and this year we're at 4, so we're actually down by 4, so commercial burglaries have gone down. Residential burglaries also, we were at 9, this year we're at 6, so again, we're down with both, which is nice, because the trend should be after COVID for commercial and residential burglaries to go back up. So we're kind of, we're mitigating that, so it's good. And luckily the homicides, we're at 0, hopefully that stays the same.
We get to keep that.
Yes, and remember that because the holidays are coming up, I have to give you the distinction that homicides are not the same as suicides. So for December, unfortunately, we do have sometimes a good amount in the town.
But you don't
Oh,
have
we don't have
a
those.
specific category for suicides
No.
on there.
No,
Okay.
because they're deaths, they're not,
Yeah.
the homicide is a crime. The suicide is not considered a crime.
Okay, we can make that a part of the meeting. Right, that report. Okay, okay, the fire department, Kyle, did they send anything this month? I didn't think so.
I don't have
Okay.
anything.
We
here, they're phoning it in now.
thank you, Dade County Fire Department, for being part of this meeting. There we go. It's fantastic. Okay, we are now up to, did you get a chance to talk about
Yes,
6C?
yeah, he told me he was on his way, so I guess he's parking. or
Oh,
something.
all right.
Yeah, so we can
all right,
keep
we're
going
waiting.
and then,
All right.
yeah, when we get him in here, we can add it.
Right now, okay, old business. We had some minutes that we had to adopt,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? So did I get a copy of those yet?
They're right here.
Oh, thank you.
Now, just for the record, these minutes were deferred because it just needed to state the motion and who seconded it and what was it for. So those are the only changes to the July minutes. I make a motion to approve them.
You're gonna second.
second was George.
No, no,
Second, Darrell, second. Thank you. All right, and the adoption of minutes for August. We got those?
Yes. I also make a motion to pass those minutes as well.
You have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Darrell. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Motion passes. We are moving right along. Okey-dokey. 7D.
No, 7C. 7C.
Oh, I'm sorry.
7C, here,
7C.
here are the coins. And I'm making it rain. I'm just kidding. So over here, someone will have to divvy it up and count it, make sure there's 100, I'm sure there is.
All right, so
Missing a whole squad.
Oh, beautiful.
So yeah,
Tell me what you need.
we have it all
Okay,
on paper, what I've
Excellent.
given out and how many more I need, so.
okay, phenomenal. And the new fire chief doesn't have one.
okay, wait, I didn't hear what he said.
He's saying there's a squadron that doesn't have the points.
Yeah, I have a whole squad that
All right.
didn't get a.
How many are in that box?
100.
100. And we are excuse me. I'm sorry, I left you out. Okay, are you here to observe or you are here?
Still under the mayor until November 5th.
No.
I don't have you as a committee member.
No, I'm his liaison.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
I thought you, I was like, they didn't tell me that we had a new.
I come to represent the mayor's office.
Oh, okay. So under public comments. Okay, got it.
okay, what's your name again?
Gene Carlo, GEAN CARLO.
Okay.
GEAN
CARLO,
CAR
last name Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Okay, now. This is a new position. Representing the mayor's office
Representing the mayor's office.
and your title is
Liaison.
liaison. Okay, mayor's liaison. So you're gonna be at all of our meetings.
As of right now, this is my last meeting unless the new mayor wants me to.
That's it.
No.
Come on, Josh, let's get him on three.
What's your hat? What's your hurry? Wow.
Oh, I forgot your number.
It all depends on the new mayor.
We're going to request that the young man comes on with the new mayor. That's all. I think it's kind of.
I wanna say something about the points. Everybody. Overwhelming, yes, everybody think they're amazing, they love them, and. They actually liked. That fire was on the back. They were like, you know what, this is cool, but it's in the back. In the back, I know for you it's in the front, but for us it's in the back, but they like,
You're
it.
Police
talking about
first.
the coins now.
Yes, they're going.
Oh, no, I was talking about this. young man.
Well, I'm very happy to
We're
hear.
ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, everybody.
We are very
Wow.
happy to hear.
The only thing is the year is definitely something for the next one
Yeah.
that would be a nice touch, because now it's.
No, for sure.
You know,
We'll have a
you know,
conversation when that.
Maybe we're giving out and all that, yeah.
There's, I don't remember what it looks like, so there's no year on that.
No, ma'am.
Well, then that will be special, that the one with no year was the first one. And then you can put second annual.
The good thing about this too is that since, I mean, even though there's no year, for us, for our badge, this is it. So it's kind of the last hurrah, and then next year, whenever, it's gonna be the sheriff, star.
That's true. So this will be the one and only, it'll be really special.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the first and the last.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some distinction, isn't it? Is it a first for us? All right. This is mine.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Have we decided how many we're gonna get of those?
That's our discussion.
Okay, so we're on that again. We're back to the coins.
We haven't moved from there.
Yeah, so that's the
Well,
update. The
We
update is.
started off good, they were all over the place.
No, we're good.
Okay.
No,
No,
we're good.
we're still at seven
Seven
C.
C.
Yeah, so the question is, Nancy, is now, do we would divvy up amongst the members? I mean, I know we have police, we have a squadron, that they have to get it, so.
I don't think it's more than 15 for me. I gotta look at the paper, but I don't think it's more than that.
Okay. So the question is, Nancy, do you wanna divvy them up now, 10 per member, and then we leave a reserve?
I would do that. That's how we did 10 last
I know that
time.
last time, I think it was you who took them and put them in little bags and gave it to us. But I don't know if you want to do that again now.
My feeling is, while I'm running the meeting, he can count them out, everybody gets 10. And then we go from there. I would hope that our liaisons and others would get some. And I think,
Well, I think we need to be, let's just, the
And then
committee
we got
members
the
get some, anybody
council.
else gets one. But at this point, like, I just wanna make sure that,
No,
I
you
know,
guys, you don't account for the liaison, we
Yeah.
don't get any.
yeah, they don't get it.
okay, well, but we gave them out to the council in the past. So we should do that.
Well, that's a discussion for you guys.
I'm sorry.
That's a discussion for you guys too.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave that for now. We're gonna table the coins right now, okay? And we're gonna go on with, was the video, was the
Is-
PSA
Seven D
video?
is proclamations.
Yeah, let's,
I'm sorry,
yeah, we're moving on to, Guy is on his way, he should be here soon, but for right now, we're gonna talk about proclamations while I divvy up the points.
So Nancy, seven D. It says
I'm
PSA
I'm
video.
sorry, you're seven who?
Seven D is the next one on the agenda, and that got replaced with proclamations. That was part of
Oh,
the,
remove and add, I'm sorry, okay, yeah,
Yes.
we were supposed to vote on that. Okay.
Yeah, we did vote on it,
Did I add?
so now we're talking about proclamations. So the 8 proclamations, Nancy, I think you picked up the proclamations, right, from Trophy Land?
They're in the car, I
Beautiful.
believe.
oh, when you guys say proclamations, you're talking about the awards for the, okay, okay.
Yeah, I thought it
I
was something
thought it
like
was-
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
and then we have another person that is getting a plaque. Already made up.
Yes, Omar, so I don't know what.
Yeah,
you
I
wanna-
know, you guys had already discussed it.
Oh, I didn't think we had it on the thing. Right, yeah, that's in the car. I was supposed to
Okay.
not be so long at that other meeting.
Everyone, this is Donnie. He's one that shut the public service announcements. Okay, so now, so then I'm sorry, you were in the middle of saying something. Yeah. I guess, what is it called?
The awards, yeah, the
Awards.
awards.
Okay.
It was the
so-
duplicate of the
The
plaques that
plaques,
was
right,
originally
yeah,
given to
the
you,
plaques.
yeah, yeah.
How do you want to handle them to the 8 officers? Do we just give them to Amador and he gives it to them? Or do you want to pass, or do we want to, I mean, they're all scattered at their different posts, right? So it's not like you're gonna see them all together.
No, we won't see one together.
I think, all right, do you want to make? a
So I'll
motion
tell you
to-
how a lot of times internally, the sergeant will call in whoever is in. Here you go. And then the rest, because the thing is, that group is two groups that are days and afternoons. So
I
sergeant will
think, I
come
think
in the
it's,
day group, do the thing with them, and then the afternoon group and do it with them, and then usually and then, they'll call in the lieutenant, the major, whoever's there, and then.
I don't think the committee here needs to be present when that's done. As chair, I'm gonna speak up and say maybe. Since I'm nearby, I don't work, I don't have a shift to be on or whatever, if it's possible. That I could be here for the morning and afternoon shifts that are possibly present. If not, it's not that big a deal. But
We would love to have you,
however,
however you want.
the supervisors wanna work it out.
They would love to have you too. I'll speak for them.
And I have those in a box in the car that I will give you if you stay till the end of the meeting.
Okay.
How's that? Is that okay with everybody? There we have a motion. I made a motion. I need a
No, you can
second.
make a motion for it.
No,
All right,
we're good.
good.
Because the official awards were already, presentation was already done.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then there's the,
yes.
so, that's kind of hard to do. And if anything, we should have given it to Kathy tonight, but we can come up with something perhaps where, we get into a meeting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And-
Maybe she could grab him to a meeting and we could give it to him.
I pick him up, take him home, I'll do whatever we gotta do, but I think he's special enough that we can do that. We all agree.
Yes.
I make a motion that we invite him to a meeting and present his plaque.
When you say a meeting, are you talking about a council meeting or you're talking about?
One of our meeting, committee meetings.
No council? Okay.
No, because they don't even allow us to do these things and whatever's,
Okay.
you know, it's always before a council meeting.
I think he deserves a council meeting.
Okay. All right, tell you what.
How long is?
Let's- Let's ask for, at a council meeting, to present that award to the recipient. And if it's a no, then we'll come up with plan B.
I don't think we're gonna say no, we just might run out of meetings this
We
year.
might just have to do it before a meeting like we've done all the other stuff.
Okay,
What do you guys refer to when you say before a meeting? I'm sorry.
Like, before an official meeting, like when we,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's when they're all done.
Council.
That's not before, I mean, it's considered part of the meeting. It's a special presentation part of the meeting.
yeah, but nobody's there and the
But
thing
that's
isn't
because
on.
everybody, I mean, we can't, that's one thing
I
that we can't do.
understand.
right there. People aren't there on time, I mean,
He's been here long enough.
but that's all presentations related to the mayor's office are done during that period of time.
All right, so you
Okay.
counted.
When it's like
10
special
days.
There's 100,
presentation.
yeah.
proclamation.
If it's 10 in each batch.
And there's only 7 of us on this committee,
So
so
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it.
well, I'm guard, we'll get some.
Well, Amador is getting for his unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, Johnny, I don't know if someone wants to give it to Johnny, I'm not really sure, whatever you guys want.
What we've got here. I'd like to present this first.
So
Point,
I don't mean to confuse you guys, but we are at 7D and you guys are jumping back to 7C.
well, we gotta wait for them to be counted out, and I'd like to give one to this young man. Our
Thank you.
first recipient. Okay,
There you go.
got it, I'm done.
All right, that's out of your batch.
No,
don't say we never gave you anything.
somebody told him to show up, okay.
Okay,
So for 7D, the Omar plaque, I just want to be clear. What do you guys need from us? So you guys do want to do it at a council meeting,
yeah,
right?
yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if his wife will drive him there, I think that's what Nancy's trying to say. I
Well,
don't know.
you guys would have to ask her.
Well. It's gonna be a nighttime thing. We'll make arrangements. If I have to pick him up and take him home, we'll do that, whatever we have to
So
So
do.
you-
here's my
I'll handle-
concern on our end. Normally, we would just ask, usually it's handled to the mayor's office, right? So I'll tell the mayor's office, hey, we're gonna do the proclamation, same thing that we did for the other ones. You know, and they'll agree. But I will say, it sounds like you guys need to figure out some logistics here. And the last council meeting of the year is in like 6 days.
In 6
Then there
days,
isn't a council meeting until. next
Until
calendar
January,
year.
yeah, I know, that's in my notes.
So, no, just something to keep in mind and, you know, in terms of like when you're gonna give the plaque.
Well, I'm sure his
All right.
wife will bring him over.
Then let's vote now, and the obvious thing is to do it just before the council meeting.
Yeah,
So the next one,
Okay,
the
because-
last one of the year, the
6 days.
6
Last of
days,
the year,
7 days.
and we'll
Yeah.
try to,
make it very,
So we'll plan for that.
through the mayor's office.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, great. Do we
Tell
need to
his
make-
wife, and I'm sure she'll
Do
bring
I
him.
need to ask Joseph?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And do we need to make a motion for that item?
Wait for.
No.
If you
Just
want,
did.
only because it's a, you know, it's an official council thing.
Oh, okay.
Fine, all right.
Yeah, just to make sure that we're requesting it.
Okay, so Nancy made the motion, who seconded?
Repeat what, I didn't hear what she was
Okay,
saying, so
Nancy-
now you're saying we're going to do it.
I'm not saying that. You
before-
guys are giving me
We're
that
saying,
direction.
we're gonna give it to him before the council. meeting.
Before council
I
meeting,
didn't say anything.
on the record, not in the corner of the room,
No,
like they do
no,
in the others.
no, right, and like how all the proclamations are be given, or awards, we did it for the police department, and the fire, the same thing. So we're gonna recognize them, you made a motion, I'm gonna second it, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, move on.
Okay.
Okay, do you wanna keep going? Let's just take these silly things out of the way really quick. And then we'll call Gani up to do the presentation, if you don't mind, to the chair.
Sorry, I didn't realize he just came in.
So the PSC photo updates, I sent you the proof from Olga.
Yeah, we'll review it and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, and then what I did is, so once she approves it, guys, we'll reorder it. It's gonna be, I'm wearing this shirt because it's the same material as this one. What, same everything, okay? So just for the record, okay, so that's 7E. We're on to 7F. Nancy, Isle, everybody was paid up, right, Isle? All the vendors have been paid up. She's asking about the national anthem, that's already been paid up a while
Yeah.
ago, and everybody else.
The check was handed, the national anthem singer, the check for her was handed at 9 o'clock.
Excellent.
All right, I knew the answer was yes, but it wasn't part of the meeting and I wanted it on the record. She'd been paid.
Yeah, she's been
Okay.
paid and along with everybody else too.
All right,
Everybody from
uh,
Drew to the plaques, Trophy World, everyone's been paid. The only person that hasn't been paid is the guy sitting in that seat over there, who's gonna present to us.
What did you say about the shirts you were putting?
The shirts, I sent oh my God, what is that called? The proof to town.
Okay, so that's all you, under the
Yeah.
shirts, that's all you spoke about.
Yes, and by the way, I'm sorry about the polos. The polo, the reorder, she's saying it's $77, but I said just double check on the price. So once I get a final price, she told me it was $77. So I guess for the polos,
Each
no, altogether,
Polo?
because she's
for
taking,
the correction,
yeah, for the
to be
correction,
specific.
because she's taking, she's gonna take responsibility for the
Yeah.
correction.
for the
So
correction.
that
I
was
didn't
70.
understand there was a correction. Where
Well, the
what's
thing,
correction?
the polos that she made for us,
The,
yes,
the
Yes.
embroidery.
so it's $77.
So we're back to E.
And it was also the patch on the wrong sleeve.
Yes, so now I literally gave her this one. This is
Can you
Nancy's.
make a motion, because you guys had only agreed up until the original amount. So I just wanna
I'm
make sure.
sorry, yes. I'll make a motion for the $77 for the polos, okay?
I second.
You guys had it already.
All in favor? Aye.
That's just.
Okay, through the chair, we're done with 7. I wanna go back to 6C so that we can have Gunny do his presentation on the PSAs.
6Cs. Okay, yeah, that's.
And you'll
gonna
send
take
us
a
the
bit of time.
invoice for that
Yes.
77.
Yes. Okay, Gunny, so I don't know, I don't think he can connect to the TV, right, to show the video?
Do you have, if you send it to me, I
It's
can
$1
write on.
For the correction.
The correction.
I'll
View my laptop.
Okay,
What did the?
they'll pass around.
While he's getting set. Total, we're paying the polos.
77.
No, that's not the total.
Correction,
She's
that's
saying
for the
what's the-
correction.
That's for the correction.
Yeah, but it's, all the polos are crap. We have to throw them away.
Yeah, she just wants to know how much you guys are spending out of pocket.
What?
Well, technically, to be very clear, the polos, the original amount, which I'll pull up now, the original amount was paid out of fiscal year.
132.
So this 77 is gonna be a charge to your new fiscal year.
Right.
Because that's it, the new fiscal year started 22 days ago.
Right.
Just so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we already used money.
Perfect.
Speaking of, I'll take the opportunity to mention you guys, as always, your budget is attached to your agenda package, so please
Thank you.
review it. Your money is the same, really, we're getting the same amount as last year, but
Excellent. I love it.
just, I ask you guys to review it every agenda package, so you know where you're at.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the reminder. We need it. And for the record, how did we come in our actuals last year? I don't know if it's on here or not.
No, this is the new.
This new
fiscal
fiscal
year.
year. Okay, so
If you send me an email, I'll get you the report for the end of the year. I don't know if everything's in yet because it just closed 2022.
got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I honestly, I would wait like another month to let everything is in.
It clears up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're reconciling.
So we shouldn't be giving any money back.
Yeah, so,
So send me.
Is that getting a little comfortable?
You ever to get it in?
800, we're gonna up the ante. Have more.
While he does that, if we stop that, 7F, right?
that's it. 7 was completely done.
Yes.
So now we're jumping back to 6C, where we're planning doing, and then we have.
And then we continue. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm caught up.
Exactly. So this is the for the stuff that PSAs for Dome Tex and Walk. The 3054 police with Mr. Amador. Starring Mr. Amador. And then, obviously this is for discussion. If you guys like what's going on, if any changes are suggested. These are due by this Friday. The town has put that requirement on for this PSS to be finalized, okay? So. All right. Let's see, I want to see it going.
Am I on the way?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's able
You
to
can
connect
see
there.
it.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'll do it on my laptop because I don't see an HDMI cable there.
Okay,
I don't think-
well, you know what? If anything, Donnie, let's put it here, if you don't mind.
Yeah, whatever you guys want.
Yeah, that way, because that way Nancy can see it better.
Well, I was gonna open like this.
Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. section.
So just for right now, we're going back to,
And we're going back to 60.
60.
Yeah. We'll keep you guys.
no, but it's more for, you know, for people that are watching.
Absolutely, yes, yes. Yeah, we're back now to his presentation. Right, okay. Yeah. The December copy will come. I know, I'm sure. Copy mine. The, Said wants to do it.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, I mean, they approached the town a while ago. And I think you told me.
You know what?
Yes, and I talked to, we were riding bike and patrolling the shopping plaza.
Yeah.
And I talked to the owner and I told him, listen, you know, this is a way to, you know, promote your
Oh, yeah,
business and our, you know, town. Automatic, yes, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just never got a hold of it, or, you know, it just, I never spoke to him after that.
Right.
But he said, yeah, absolutely, I wanna do it. And then I think I sent him, yeah, I was able.
The Said tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had told them that in December we were gonna do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so Carlos was begging me to put him on this video.
No, I
so
was not.
After like nagging, I put him in there.
I was not.
All right, this is like 98% done. There's, of course, it needs a logo at the end. You guys decide which logos you guys want at the end. The graphics are to be changed a little better.
I know that guy.
Is it?
Wow, they look professionals.
Okay.
As you observed in the previous video, far too often crimes occur of a non-emergency nature in which police is not called. The following are some examples of non-emergency situations: noise complaints, theft of stolen property after it occurs, suspicious vehicles or individuals in your neighborhood. We urge residents to save 305 for police through their contacts and call your Miami Lakes Police Department for these non-emergency situations. And remember, when in doubt, call 911.
You know, and the logo or something. That was for the. Like, police.
That was great.
That was great.
Good job. You were convincing. You were convincing.
Well, that's the funny thing is, I didn't think he was like, oh, we're just gonna film you walking to your car from behind. I'm like, oh, perfect, I won't come out.
And he found out he was gonna be recorded that same moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna get you some. So
We're gonna lose you now to some star, some show or something.
That's it, you're.
Now- Autographs.
I like it.
You're gonna go naked and afraid.
Oh my God.
Okay, now at the end of that, PSA, we are gonna have the Public Safety Committee logo. We are gonna have,
Email it to me.
yeah, and the town of Miami Lakes logo has to be on there. Now, is there any way that possibly we can have like the name of the committee members or something at the end of
That's
it?
up to you guys.
Can we put something like the police also, the police badge or something?
Yeah, we can. I mean, the major has already approved the skid, so the skid is approved. Now, they need, the police and the town needs to just approve the content before it gets pushed out to social media.
We could do our logo, your
Okay.
badge.
I have a
Their
picture of a badge with no number on it. If there's an issue with using his badge
I already have the badge.
with the number.
I was given.
No,
I
I'm
got-
talking about,
Police badge.
oh, that's the one I gave you.
Yeah, but
That's-
this, but I got it straight from the major. Yeah, the straight from the major, I have it, I can give it to them. So I have the badge. I can give it to them
You want the police
So you
badge?
have to,
at the end.
Okay.
At the end, just like if it's a
and then
conglomerate,
you
Yeah.
want the committee
I think
badge,
that's,
That's good.
committee logo.
committee logo for sure has to go on it. We're paying for it.
Logo
So
badge.
we have to vote
So
on
be
all
Miami
that.
Lakes on top, a little
If you
bigger
guys
than.
agree with it. If you guys have any, this is not
Okay.
discussion.
Okay, we need a motion to accept this. I make a motion to accept this video.
Okay, time out. Do we need a discussion before motion?
No, you gotta have a motion first and then you have discussion
Really?
and then you vote.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well,
I thought
you've been hanging around me too long.
Okay,
All right. So we need a second to my motion. Thank you.
Hold on, let me get this down.
Do you want the?
Motion to accept the video.
And then we do
Second by
discussion.
Doran.
That's what she's saying. I thought it was opposite, but.
Should all logos be the same size, or should I make the Miami Lakes on top a little bigger and then the
Oh,
committee?
no, we gotta pass the motion first to
Oh, got it,
include
got it.
those
The
things.
logo, and if you're using both the town logo and the public safety one, the town one should always be first on the left.
You go on the
On
bigger
the
on that.
left,
On
and
the
then to the right.
But I
public
think the
safety.
same size.
Yeah, the same size.
Oh, because I was gonna make town a little
Okay.
bigger on top and put.
But if
Right.
it is up to down, then up,
Yeah,
the
always
town
on
one
top.
and then
Yeah.
public safety.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we had a motion, we had a second. Everybody in favor to have discussion, because that's what we're talking about now, where they're gonna place the
Well, a lot of,
logos.
when it comes to branding stuff, that's gonna be a town discussion that Gani will have to have with Jonathan and Carousel.
Okay,
Ina,
so make a motion. I'm gonna go back up. I make a motion to accept
The video.
the video as it is with the logo of the public, the town, and then the badge
And committee.
and the committee,
So be like
Okay.
a triangle, the town
Okay.
and then the two.
and then the other
side by
two,
side.
right? Any discussion?
Now, is there any way, does it make sense to have like the committee members on that in the background or something on there or no? What do you mean? Like if you want to put the name of the committee, I don't know, just throwing it out.
Do it at the end of the
I remember one
video.
time we
You
did a
do it
group
at the
video.
end of the
Remember we did a group
video
shot
and have a picture of us or whatever you want.
You're talking like the names scrolling, like movie credits?
No, or maybe like just, I don't know, public safety.
You have a group
below it,
You
you have
could-
our
You
names.
could maybe do a group,
Do you guys have a group picture?
photo. Don't we have a group? We already did this, didn't we?
No, I wasn't here. Yeah, you did do it, but I wasn't here.
I remember
Okay,
doing a video.
you missed it.
Yeah.
So now, and we still don't have a whole committee right now, do we?
No.
How about just doing the names scrolling? Like,
Or you can do public safety committee in the middle and then the names below it.
yeah,
Maybe not scrolling.
Well,
The duration
you know,
of time.
like at the
depending
end,
on how much
like
that-
at-
but Okay. I'll try to get everybody's,
Okay, beautiful.
everybody's name.
All right, so that's the first video. The second video now is don't text and walk. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
wait a
sorry.
minute, wait a minute. So we agree, we're gonna list the names. And, you gotta do the vote on this video. So, all in favor of this video with the names listed and the town logo and the committee logo? Say aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. You got that, George?
yes.
Okay, now we're gonna look at another video, is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yes, this is,
Taxi.
this is don't texting and walking. So the public,
Oh, texting, I heard.
yeah, Miami-Dade County has already started their own campaign about this. Heads up, phones down, all right? So we're joining the party, but I'm gonna take credit that, Amador took the credit first. He brought it up before Miami-Dade County did. So if you wanna. show that
So
one.
this video, I was telling him,
Sue him.
Uh-oh.
on this particular video, I didn't want to make it like the first one you guys saw, which is just, funny, happy, get a message across. I wanted to be more impactful, more like something that will stay in your mind. So when you go home or something, you could tell your kids, because I think the demographic was mostly towards kids, because they're the ones that are, eating their phone, eating, whatever, but I wanted to make it a shocking video, and I didn't want it to happen to a kid, so it happens to a parent. And so when the parents would see this, they'll be like, oh, okay, and they'll come and talk to kids about, hey, listen, by the way, don't be, I saw something better. So I have two versions of it. One's a little bit more dramatic than the other, but it's very simple. Here, you guys just watch it.
This is the 305 for police?
No, this is the texting and
Don't text and walk.
don't text.
Don't text them. Oh, okay,
Okay.
I have it back.
The only thing, it's a couple things missing, color corrected, so like that. I don't have, if there's a 911 call involved, I put myself as a voiceover, but I'm gonna have a 911 dispatcher female talking to, the male. So there's two versions. This is the first version. You guys decide which one will.
That's what I used to do at the police department, the dispatching and.
And there'll be sound more. This is kind of like a rough draft.
I wish somebody would have told me. But again, whoever listens.
Yeah, I just saw some people get hit by a car. It's right in front of me.
I think I'm on 16th Avenue. I don't know. I'm walking to them now. That's
I
all
don't
being
know.
recorded. I think there was a kid involved. I'm walking up there now. Just some guy. A car just hit them and took off. Okay, the kid's okay. Is that your mom? Is that your mom? It's okay, hold on. White SUV? Oh, God, oh, man, no, she's gone, oh. Yeah, she's gone. Yeah,
So did it happen to you?
alright, so it's a rough draft, it's not polished. So that's the kind of direction that I was trying to go with to just stand out, and this one, it's the same thing, more dramatic. Your call. Again, my goal is to just print this in people's minds.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me go.
I wish someone would have warned me.
Yeah, I just saw some people get hit by a car. It's right in front of me. Okay, so pretty much the same video, so that's what it is. So the idea was the whole thing was captured by people's ring cameras, or, you know, there's no production here, there's no. And then the idea of the mom being there at the beginning was to not freak out people, like, this is serious, this is a true story, right? By watching the, you know, you can actually see that the mom is a spirit or something, just like an art to it. And, you know, there'll probably be like recording signs here. The white SUV, you can obviously clearly see, like, oh my, so you're kind of like hearing the future, but watching, you kind of like looking at her like, oh my God, somebody just tell her to drop her phone. But, you know, nobody does that, so. Oh, God. Oh, man. Again, I wanted it to be not cute, I didn't want it to be funny, I just wanted it to be something like, just that will stay in your head, that kind of stand out from the rest. Yeah. And this one doesn't say anything
In
about
the
it.
first one, if I heard correctly, I got the impression that the man was calling police.
There's gonna be a back and forth with the 911 dispatcher
report
to explain it better.
sex. But correct me if I'm wrong, did I hear him speaking to a young boy in the beginning? And you get the impression that while he's talking to the police, this little boy is nearby and hearing him on the phone with the police. And she's gone, and the kid's right there. That part.
There
if
was
I'm
more to the
right
script, but I
about
didn't
it-
put it. There's more where like he says, can you come over here with me, please? Something like that, but I will have to have.
Yeah, but separate him from when he's on the call and the kid is hearing the details. If I'm hearing correctly, I don't think that would be something that.
That's kind of like the last second I put it in there. Yeah, I
That's
get
okay.
it, I get it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just, we haven't put it
I have a
out
script
yet.
without that part too.
Yeah.
Cause I was like,
Separate him to walk, let him walk away and then report, or don't even have. the
yeah, you're
kid
gonna have the kid
nearby.
voice saying, yeah, and then walk away. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there's actually gonna be two dispatchers talking to two different kind of people, a woman and a man, saying something, and I thought the
Well,
part
should have
where.
communication, the dispatcher could be having communication with the police car that the police officer that she's sending to the call. Right? She's gotta put out the call on the radio. So, you know, he can ask a question and say, you know,
Were you a complaint officer or the?
yes,
You're it?
Or,
Or you're a dispatcher.
341, 342, out of 3, okay, North
or,
Miami Beach.
or,
I was one of the first
How's the
4
tone?
women
First-
hired
Yeah. I remember you said
a
something.
long time ago, darling.
So that's the tone. Is the tone okay? I mean, we could change a couple of things, but the seriousness,
No, it's
just like, you know.
or if you want to include the dispatcher could say.
It is, yeah.
Dispatch the police on a hit and run reference.
The-
They were texting and walking or something.
Yeah.
It came in as this
Yeah,
or
but it
whatever.
seems like while he was making the call, I got the impression that he was walking, then when he got up to the vehicle, he realized it was a DOA. Am I right? That was the impression
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got.
Yes.
But I'm thinking, if that's me and I'm walking up to the car and I got this kid who was maybe in the accident, I don't
Yeah, you don't know,
coming
yeah.
up to the car, number one, and I want him to hear me say it's a DOA. I feel like I would want to protect the kid. So the dialogue is all that has to be changed.
Okay, yeah, that's like a really.
You know,
big
the
problem. I also
filming is
have
what
one.
costs you a lot of money, just change
No, no,
the
no, no, no,
dialogue.
it's pre-recorded already. I have one, actually, the kid was not in the script at all at the beginning, but then you mentioned that this might be something that they would show for awareness for kids, so they can stop being on their phone. I'm like, okay, let me put a kid in there, but you know,
Yeah, I don't, me personally, there's a few things that I have comments about. I don't like that you said that she's gone. I
Yeah.
just think it's a little too dramatic to say that.
so how would I say, but I want,
She's unconscious. Please hurry up. Something to that
I
extent.
Yeah, we don't have to
I actually
specify
got
that she
that, I
died.
started listening to 911 calls for inspiration, I actually got that from, somebody who, it was more
But
graphic,
if the
but.
kid's there and he's hearing she's gone, now he's gonna get hysterical. Your kid is already in shock. And then you confirm she's gone. And I don't.
Let me ask you this, that's kind of eerie, right?
Well,
But you see what I was trying to go with this.
oh,
Yeah,
of course.
make a
It's
point.
kind of
Have a point.
disturbing in a way, when you just talk about it, like,
No.
Leave the
it's
kid
not
in-
nice,
leave the
but-
kid in there because it makes it more dramatic.
I want the parents to see it, be like, son, by the way, don't be, just
Yeah.
something, because it's like, I didn't want it to be cute, I want it to be something
Yeah.
completely different.
And I don't like the slogan at the end. It's.
Oh, that's just
Yeah,
whatever you guys want to
the
change there.
slogan is, I think maybe it should be something like, please put your phone down. Or please pay attention. Maybe, please
Don't
put your
be
phone.
a
I was gonna ask you
suggestive.
guys want to come up with the caption, like, I don't,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, or
that's just
don't let
just
this
for now.
be you
yeah,
or
right now.
something.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Please,
And then
That's
walk
the
out-
point of
walk
the
out.
thing.
don't text and walk.
Yeah, that's the point of it, and short and sweet.
I said something, but it was kind of, when you're out,
The-
Look out or
instead of him, well, no, you can't say instead of him saying she's gone.
she's also in the script where she says ever since she started her business, she's been on the phone a lot. So it doesn't make it look like, like.
Is there
more-
any way, and then the other thing is too, can you zoom into her on her phone, because I can't tell she's on the phone walking.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can't
you
see
missed that.
that.
Yeah, that's why the only shot I have, and I reshot that this morning,
Yeah. it's
was the
that-
part in this part.
Yeah, and is there any way? I mean, I know I'm being a pain in the ass.
No, maybe, I mean,
this is
part of the process.
you're trying to get the specific.
But
thing.
like, I would love to, I still like the original idea of somebody,
That's-
obviously as a decoy, almost hitting the person because he's on the phone. Really, it's supposed to be a kid. That was the biggest thing. This is bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that, so this is the shot that I have this morning, because you're right, I do need it or something where
Well, you
she,
show a kid walking down the street with
he has a cell
her face,
phone too.
with her face in the phone, right? And all you need to hear is screeching and a crash sound. You don't need to see the two
Okay.
walkers after that.
And we'll
Just
do-
let you know they're walking, they got their faces in the phone, and the next thing you hear is the screeching of a car and a crash.
No.
We're actually
thought that was a little too
dispatched
graphic, actually.
It would be them.
Though, I don't know if you noticed, on this shot, right here, when they walk by, when they come out of frame, the 911 say, yeah, I think it was a white SUV, and right there, you see that, so you already
Oh.
put two and two together. So you're like, oh, that's the one that hit
Can
it.
you make that SUV slower? It's
Can you
going by
get
two.
that?
Actually, spread it up a little bit, because it
Can
was
you
a
get
little
this hole out of the way so you can see, because I barely,
That was,
realize-
the idea was not
I
to,
realize-
I can reshoot it somewhere else, but the idea was to make it look like it's not a production, like.
A
it's
ring
just-
camera.
Or anything, like anybody,
But
nothing professional.
barely see the front end of the. that-
Well, you know, what'd be cool, it's like I have an idea. You have like a red dot home camera, so we will see it as a recording.
Ron, can you see?
Yeah,
from
that's,
out
it's gonna have a little red, yeah.
there? Is
yeah.
it clear for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that supposed to be a
Yeah.
ring camera, I suppose?
Well, you
Some don't have it, some do.
I like the appeal, just, I think that she's actually paying too much attention to the kid. Cause usually it's the
Mhm.
kid's back there and you know what I mean, like in oh, forgot to close the door and, it's the person on the phone and the kid's trying to put on his bag and she's 5 steps away.
Kids on the phone too, I have both of them on the phone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause that, I mean,
Yeah, that gets the message.
I even thought about putting at the end, that they do what you do, the kids do what you do,
Yeah.
so. The adults on the phone, the kids can do.
Right.
So I thought about that too.
Yeah, I have a question for Io. Io, I know you said the videos have to be done by this Friday. But if this video is taking some tweaks
Yeah,
to it,
that's fine.
can we
work
push
with
it?
that. Yeah.
let's, it can,
I would honestly, to avoid any further delays, I would tell you to send us what you have so far with the edits that you guys are considering.
3054 police is approved. We're all
Okay,
good with that. Well,
so
except for the-
send
That's
me
what the end down.
Yeah.
or Isabella's actually gonna reach out and you'll be sending them to her. And then this one that we're still doing edits on, I would suggest you send me the draft that you
Okay.
just showed them
what I'm
along
trying
with
to
your
say, trying to
edits
send it
that
to
you
you.
guys are requesting. To not make you go, cause I know we've gone through this before, to not go back and forth based on like what committee's telling you, what
Yeah.
staff is telling you, just we put it all together and Jonathan and Carousel will give you the direction.
Okay. That sounds
Wait, so
good.
you guys wanna talk about the direction they do to me?
No, just like if they have any edits,
Oh,
like
gotcha,
then you're
gotcha,
not going
gotcha.
back to their edits
Gotcha,
and when
gotcha,
we, like, it's just all.
I think it's better we all can, consolidate.
Okay, so I'm gonna get, I'm gonna reshoot a part where you can see more on the cell phone, and the kid's also using the cell phone. I'm gonna work with that, but she's got, it's just that I would like to show that she's not here anymore because she's not paying attention.
She's not breathing, she's unconscious. Saying
Yes, I
she's
can do
gone.
that.
Yeah, then you kind of just stick it to the imagination.
Okay, well, that sounds better.
You don't
Without,
even hear the crash.
no, you don't, you don't. I didn't wanna make it that dramatic, that vocal. I was gonna
I
be like,
think you
you
should.
can see it.
You know, maybe you hear him screeching the brakes.
You can
There-
say.
You know that there was conflict until all of a sudden. It's clear.
It's,
not
I
clear
agree,
that-
because it's
that
not
she's
the,
been-
because you don't have the dialogue between the 911, if that's missing. You only hear one side, so it's like, you're trying to guess. But they
No,
explain
you-
like,
You could, even if the man making the phone call to the dispatcher can say,
I saw on the phone.
it's, or the person's doing. But who's ever making the phone call to the police or rescue or whomever, he's gotta say, look, she's gone, or she's,
Not breathing.
no,
She's unconscious.
no,
I can say she's unconscious because she's clearly not.
She's unconscious.
In the beginning, she says, I wish I would have.
And leave it to the imagination of the people to think whether she
well,
died or
let
not.
them go crazy wondering,
You can say.
if she is or if she
The
isn't.
psychological reason behind it is this right here, to
Right.
talk at the end, like. so this is-
What is it? But you can say they're both unconscious.
I want the kid to be her for some reason.
But if, because
The kid died?
Right, the
It's
thing
towards
was
kids.
that you,
It's
because
towards
they're
kids.
both unconscious.
It's towards.
But she-
Both of them are on the
she-
phone,
But she's
too.
gone. He's not hearing that you're saying that.
That's the
she's
biggest
gone.
drama.
Both of them are
Oh,
texting and
he's-
walking.
He's.
I have her
he's unconscious
crying.
and she's dead.
I have
And then
her
that's it.
crying on camera saying, no, I'm never gonna see my son again.
How about
I'm gonna get a
they're
couple versions.
texting and walking, right? And you have a bystander. You hear a crash sound, you have a bystander making the phone call to 911 and saying, you know, the dispatcher can ask, you know, can we send an ambulance or whatever? And he says, no, they're gone, or it's too late.
It looks bad.
It's too late.
It looks bad.
It looks bad.
I like it's too late,
I think
but then he can't
The
declare.
kid is breathing,
Yeah.
but the mom, I don't think she is.
this is what I'm gonna do. All the comments that we have, I'm gonna summarize them and send it to him, and send it to the town.
And I'm gonna
So he
make
knows
a
what's going on. you know?
different versions of that same thing. I'm gonna have like two, three videos. And you guys select at the end which one.
And you need a louder crash sound.
Yeah,
So that-
I'm sure you can get plenty of.
Because all of a
Yeah,
sudden, you're
the
looking at the
problem is I
car,
was
it's got a
trying
wrecked
not to-
front end.
No, you have to.
I don't even know if that's a car that's.
Automatically.
Well, how about just screeching?
No, that's a car
How about just screeching and you assume that they got hit because then you got the phone call
There you
saying
go.
that.
But you want to hear that crash sound.
And broken cell phone at the end, like.
Excellent.
That last shot of it, when it's
Yes.
broken
Yes.
on the floor.
It was the
Yes.
Academy
Yeah,
Award that got.
That'll
it.
tie,
And the logo will be on top of that, the text.
So it's obvious
that'll
that
tie it all together.
the phone and it's on
What's
the
the
floor, it's
cause?
cracked.
Yeah, because that's the whole key to the message in the first place, that they were
I like that
on
idea.
the cells.
I like that. I like it. I love it.
I mean, right there, you're going to production, but yeah.
That's the key is
And
that
then you
broken
can make, you
phone.
can put the text over like, that's the last shot, that's the last, and you put the text, whatever it is that you guys wanna put.
How about you put a year born and a year? You know
Well,
what
the
I'm
message
saying?
is don't text and walk. I would stick with that because that's short and sweet. If they didn't understand the rest of the thing.
Just the dates.
Yeah.
You know, like in my case, 1948 and 2024, with a dash in between.
That's
You
dramatic.
know, that's another dramatic.
Well, then you have to
thing
do
be
it for
seen.
both. if the-
But I
or-
still like the idea of the broken cell phone. That's
love it.
easier to do. You don't need all that other.
Now, here's the thing, I think that we don't do that many TSAs. I think 3054 police needs to be pushed out as soon as we.
Yeah, when that was
approved, push it out right away. This one, let's wait. Let's wait for like a month and then push it out.
Yeah,
So we
because
have
you know
time
what?
to circulate.
They're not gonna remember both probably.
Exactly. So let it circulate. Well,
We
hopefully.
can also air it like a couple times every couple of months.
Yeah, that's what their marketing is. Okay, so now we know what's up.
Okay.
You're cool with that?
So does that one, you probably have it by tomorrow, the 305 police.
And then also.
And then this one, I'm gonna add it, again, it was like last minute, then we chose like, it was crazy. So that's like a rough draft.
Okay.
But,
But I like the thing at the end, even if you put the dates, don't text and walk. If they didn't pay attention to the commercial, they're gonna remember what they read last, don't text and walk.
All right, cool. To the chair,
Oh, yeah.
I would like to move on to 8A. Wait, because I'm gonna lose control. Thank you, man. I'm sorry. To the chair, can I go to 8A? All right. Okay, 8A, okay, so this is related to, a 2025 event. I want to talk about that, before we talk about copy of a cop. Copy of a cop is something that is established already. And, you know, we were trying to do it once a quarter. I think at this point, we're gonna do it more than that.
Sorry, are we at 8:8?
We're at 8A because Gani has to make changes to the video.
Yeah, but you're talking about December coffee with a cop. 8:8 is.
8A is a new
2025.
event.
Well, I was just going
2025.
off,
Wait a minute.
that's fine.
Okay,
Did we-
no,
what did we do
that's why,
with
so we all
7?
follow the same way.
Yeah, I was just going off, I'm still talking 8A.
So we are going 8:8, okay.
Okay, we're going to 8A.
What
We're not going to 8A.
7G?
7G got scrapped.
No, that was
Deferred.
taken out.
Deferred.
Tabled it?
Okay, got it.
Deferred.
Excellent.
Deferred.
Okay, so here's my idea, committee, okay? The town has established events that other committees are known for. Veterans, Committee is obviously known for Veterans Parade. The Economic Development Committee is known for their business expos that they hold.
guys, appreciate
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you, great work, man. Okay, and you know, you also have other committees that are doing other things that they're known for. I think what I'm proposing is that we do something that is for police and fire outreach, something that is fun, something that people go out to, something that has been tested in this town before, and we have a big turnout. What I'm suggesting is that we do a car show. Okay, the car show is for police and fire recognition. I have the support of police already, that they will bring out, you know, their SWAT trucks or, you know, whatever special vehicles as a special exhibition to the car show. I also spoke to the new fire chief today. He says he'll put out an engine. We'll have to send out a request. Again, there's a lot of planning with this. This is, you know, it's not something that's done overnight, but this car show, I thought that, you know, it might be cool to have it in a town, park. Royal Oaks Park has 207 parking spaces. Obviously, there's a lot of logistics with this that you gotta take into account. The cops have also volunteered that they will, you know, dictate traffic for this event, okay? The whole idea of this event is to push outreach, get more, I mean, we're doing the cop with the cops, the firefighters, they're obviously very busy. I visited with Darwin, both Station 1 and 64, and I couldn't believe they did not stop. They were handling calls literally every other 10 minutes they were on a call. So I would love to push that outreach more with fire. I'm sure we all do. So this event would be, you know, do that. Obviously, you have to, again, there's a lot of planning involved. You have to consider vendors as well for food, you know, for this event. Now, this event, because it is a town event, this has to go in front of town hall. Okay, so it has to go in front of the council. I've been talking to Iowa because I know they're producing the agenda. The last meeting for the year is October 29th. And my question to town administration is there any way that I can just, if the committee approves this, if I can just present it, literally will take 3 minutes and not less to get the town council approval. I am suggesting that we do this in the period between the last playoff game and the Super Bowl. Okay, so that ends up being February 2nd.
So you're talking the week, when there's no football.
No football.
The break.
Correct, to get more people to come to the event. This will also be on February 1st is the Food and Wine, which had 1,000 participants last year. So the Food and Wine will also be another platform for public safety to get their name out. So again, you know, this is my idea, you know, that I wanted to present to you all to give us a townwide stage for this. I mean, the Cars for Cure, if you guys have gone to the show, it is busy. I mean, there's a lot of people go there. Obviously, that is a monster all in its own. You know, there's a beer garden, there's a bunch of different vendors that are there. This is gonna be strictly more towards the face of this will be police and fire. You know, and then, you know, there'll be logistics involved. You know, logistics involved would be, okay, are we, you know, besides talking to residents about their concerns, are we gonna be talking about 054 police? Are we gonna be pushing that more? Is fire gonna be talking about CPR? Or is fire gonna be talking about other things going on with mental health? I'm getting a lot of calls for anxiety, people going through anxiety attacks and thinking they have a heart attack. I don't know what their platform's gonna be, but again, a lot of logistics to discuss. I know there's a caveat that I have to go in front of town council. But, and also too, the reason why I deferred item 7G is because this car show will be costly, you know, so we do have a $4,800 budget. You know, so you have to consider there's definitely logistics for this, you know, but again, the whole idea is just imagine us out there in our polos talking to the community. You know, our logo is the face of this event.
So what would you call this? The Public Safety Committee Antique Auto Show or something?
Public Safety Car Show to host Fire and Police, or we can say Fire and Police Car Show hosted by Public Safety Committee. We can play with the name, but there's so many different logistics that go along with this, that the biggest thing is that I think if we agree with this, we just need to get it going sooner than later, because like I was voicing my concern to town council or to town administration, is that I don't think it's a good idea to have a car show in the middle of summer. You know, it's just gonna be too hot. I mean, every year it gets more and more hot. I mean, as it is, the Cars for Cure happens in April and it is hot.
Is this discussion?
This is
Do we have a,
that's my presentation, and now this is discussion.
my question is, how do we justify a car show when that is the food and wine big car show that they have for their event? You're gonna have 2 car shows in this town.
The car show,
And I don't know how you're gonna get the same people to come and park their cars on Main Street kind of thing when we've already doing that through Lynn and Food and Wine and all that.
okay, so the food and wine is not a car show.
Yeah, okay.
No, but then okay,
Car
then-
for Cures. Car for Cures.
Cars for a Cure, that's it. Yeah, you mentioned Lynn and it
No,
threw me. So how do we justify doing that and not stealing that event from them?
well, I think there's 2 different purposes. The Cars for Cure is for cancer.
So you're gonna do car show twice
Well, we are a town
in
committee,
this town?
and that's a non-for-profit. That's a non-for-profit that's, you know, that Roberto Alonso is steering. And I'm trying
But you gotta go for the interest from the people. The people have to come. We can get the cars, we can park the cars on Main Street or wherever you're gonna put them or whatever. But to me, it's sort of like a duplication of what Cars for Cure is already doing and getting the people out. How many times is it gonna come out in 1 year? That's the only negative that I would see. I think it's a great idea. People are interested in the cars, but I'd be concerned that somebody, oh, we already did that in January, so do we really want to do this? And then you pick another month. Go ahead,
I'll
please.
say something about that. Every month and all that, I know that there's no appetite for that, but people that have cars, like the ones that Carlos is talking about, they like to showcase the cars. So they actually, you will probably have more issues with other things than the problem of getting people to come out and bring their cars. Am I right? And because you have a nice classic car, people want to showcase their car.
well, I mean, I invite any of you to go to International Mall.
And if you advertise it well, they're gonna come from not only Miami Lakes, all over.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna probably have to be like, look. there's-
Turning people
there's too
away,
many.
yeah.
I think that's.
No, I think the turnout, in my opinion, will be huge. And
So-
why? Because we're Miami Lakes. I mean,
Do
every,
the car owners, I don't know how that works. So
Sure.
do the car owners pay to park their car on Main Street?
I think for Cars for a Cure, they do. Cars for a Cure,
And
they do.
that one they do. So would we copy that and have them?
No,
We couldn't as a committee with the town, I
Yeah.
believe.
we can.
we,
We can
We can charge for entrance, for the show. We can.
park
Oh,
on Main.
I thought we couldn't take,
It would
I
have
thought we
to be on
couldn't
the
take the money.
side.
No, we have to earmark it. So we have to make sure that when it's presented to town council, that we come up with a purpose for that money. So is the purpose for that money to donate to a police foundation for people that possibly lost their family members in the line of duty? Or is it, the same with fire? That would be a conversation with fire. I'm at the point where possibly, since it's the initial year,
Yeah, don't
don't charge
charge, right?
and just don't just let anybody come in. The only thing is that again, I thought in my mind, it would be easier to do it in a town property than to do it in a grant property. So this is a town property.
Right,
Royal Oaks Park.
So, right, okay.
And yes, and I see what you're saying, Nancy, that it's okay. Are we duplicating an event? Technically, it's not a duplication, it's another car show.
And you're saying Royal Oaks, is that what you said?
Royal Oaks.
Okay.
Yeah, Royal Oaks. I mean, you gotta really think about it just for 1 second here.
Does the town or, own my, Royal Oaks or?
Yeah, that's Royal Oaks Park. That's a town
It's a
park.
town park, so
Yeah.
when Elderly Affairs does their bingo over there, they're not paying for the use of the hall.
I don't know if they're not paying for it. I don't
That's
think
what I'm
so.
saying. If they're having to, then I imagine they could. But we're also not going inside
Well,
or
the whole,
inside would be closed, we're just using the parking lot. I just see a conflict possibly coming up because of how,
Yes.
when Elderly Affairs has an event at Royal Oaks, they got one coming up this Friday, I believe, right? Is that a town-owned building or does Elderly Affairs rent the use of Royal Oaks?
I mean, Elderly Affairs is just an extension of town
Well,
council.
that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
though, but it's a town-owned building
Yes,
and the parking lot and whatever.
yes.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to ask or charge for people to any of us to use that building to whoever the
No, we
owners
don't
are. So
charge.
It's, okay.
We don't charge
I'm
the
clear.
committees the same way we charge like a private party hosting a party.
Right, I would say not a private party, we are a
You're
committee.
part of the town, yeah.
I never asked how Elderly did it,
And,
Yeah.
so.
and they do like a donation, like if per car, we ask a $10 donation if you like, and then we're gonna give it to the PBA, for instance, and the PBA is gonna give it to the Foreign Officers Association, something like that.
that, go ahead.
I just a couple points, because I know you guys are brainstorming here. One, I'm gonna take the opportunity, especially, by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't introduce her earlier, Isabella, that's why I've been talking to her so much. This is gonna be your new liaison, so I'm just giving her notes as you guys are talking. So for her sake and for you guys, I wanna take the opportunity to remind you guys of your resolution. There was a mention of you guys don't have events. I will say that the original purpose of this committee, I would urge you guys to look at your resolution, because I don't, and I do bring this up time and time again, because I really don't think anybody's taken the time to go back and look at it, because it doesn't seem like we're following along the lines. As I mentioned, I think in a previous meeting, if you feel like your resolution no longer fits the purpose of the committee, I would urge you guys to make the request of council to officially change your resolution. So just wanted to note that. And in terms of events, as you guys know, anything new that is gonna require an approval, it does have to go through council. What is the process of going to council? You guys have to get on the council agenda. So I need minutes, I need a memo, I need the report. And I need to add that as part of the attachment to the council agenda. At this point, the council agenda deadline is done. Not only that, I think, and I know I mentioned it at the beginning of the year, all committees are per committee rules, all committees are supposed to report to council twice a year. You guys are scheduled twice a year to go to council, and that is when you're supposed to take the opportunity to propose any new events, initiatives, money, anything that comes up. You're planning for that time when you're gonna go up and request it. You guys
We
are
already did
at
that.
this, for this year, you guys are done.
Okay.
If there is ever an emergency, the town manager will make that determination and will add you guys as an additional committee. Or you guys have also been given the option that if there's a committee that doesn't want to report and is happy to give up their spot, you guys can do that. The reason I mention this is because the last council meeting is in a week. At this point, the agenda is being stitched. The agenda is being stitched, and as far as I know, I have one committee on the report and they are taking up their spot. So I have no way of getting you guys on, as staff, I have no way of adding you guys to that council.
And I have no problem if this committee want to do this, I will go and I'll talk to every single council person to see if I can get
Yeah.
their support for.
As
literally
residents,
3 minutes.
You guys can do that.
Because, I mean, I do think that to pigeonhole us till next year, I just think it's bad practice, in my opinion. I understand there's process and rules in place, but,
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, we're trying to, I mean, literally, I'm reading the resolution, provide opportunities for public safety, education, and awareness. This is what we're doing, we're providing awareness.
Well, yeah, so that's part of what you would. I would always suggest whenever you go to council to request anything, anyways, when you go to present anything, I would say go with as much detail as possible. Funding is something that comes to mind as somebody who works with the events in the town. Police presence costs a lot of money. And I don't know if you guys want to allocate a lot of your budget to that, but that's something for you guys to brainstorm and discuss. And I'm happy to help you through any other costs that I know are usually associated with events. I will say, I think that from our end, it doesn't seem like good practice to come up with an event in 3 months, a brand new event. And that's the reason for the committee report schedule, because you are supposed to be planning out your year in advance. I know that that's why that's in place. On my end, as staff, I cannot add you guys on council agenda for that reason.
So you're
but-
saying a new event at least should be 3 months in advance?
No, should be way more than that.
When we go before one of our 2 meetings before town council.
I don't want to speak for council, but I know that council has made it a point to mention before that committee should be trying to like feed off of each other's events and maybe collaborate with one another rather than create new events. If there's an opportunity for that. I don't know if there is an opportunity for this here. I know it's a private event, the other one, but I will say that I think to people who, as an outsider, you guys, because you guys are very involved with some, but not everybody will know the difference between your car show and the other one. And I think that that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
all feedback.
I mean, and by all means, that. I would say that's opinion, because I mean, you.
Yeah, no, I know. It
And
depends
Miami
on people
Springs
who
has
are
many
involved or
car shows for
not.
many different things, I get a hell of a turnout. And car shows bring out people, they really do.
I just think it's something worth mentioning when you go to council. Of how, because that may be a question that comes up. Like, how does one affect the other? If not at all, I would make it clear to them that no, it doesn't.
So in other words, you're saying that, okay. I mean,
As a committee, I would suggest if you're trying to pitch it to a committee, you guys should still,
well,
request what is it, like stamp of approval from the committee, since you're already on the topic. On my end, I cannot add you until the February one.
not even January?
I mean, well, you guys are scheduled for February.
Yeah, but I mean, that, come on.
January,
We can move to January.
well, the schedule, you guys aren't for February, but if one of the committees isn't ready to prepare in January, you guys can switch. That's totally fine.
Who's supposed to, respond in January?
I'll put
Who's
it
our
up now.
competition?
Give me a second.
Who do we have to knock off?
Italian, look at it.
Now, if you go, to your council members, as Carlos mentioned, by all means, I just on my end, I cannot add you guys to the council.
I will tell you one thing on our end. Just to kind of soften the blow a little bit on the no, Miami-Dade Police Department will become the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office as of January. Right now, everything is a mess, even though they're trying to say it's not. It's a freaking mess. Every time we ask for anything, we can't get it. Where's the stuff? We can't buy anything. Everything is a no. So February might still be no, we can't get you the Bobcat from SRT SWAT. We can't get you the bomb the bomb machine and the robot, the dog robot, all the stuff that we want at an event like that. And I can for the veterans parade. They want to send me one dog. We've had the helicopter, the military car, the pink car, the yellow car, the orange car, the black car, every car. They want to send me one dog. And now I'm fighting with them to come up. So
Yeah.
that's one thing that we're going through that.
Bad timing.
So perhaps you're
Yeah.
saying that we should this event should probably wait then.
For sure by the following year, it's gonna be way better than what it is now. I guarantee you, because right now everything's.
Today, right now, it's a
Right.
definite no,
Okay,
no matter what we ask. for.
I would say, and I can't speak for them, but I would say no, because I'm seeing all these
Well,
problems with the veterans.
Past
parade,
experience,
You know,
it's what you're going through right now.
Oh, it's the
Nothing's
change.
gonna change it.
I would urge you guys, in terms of planning though. If it is something that you need to request of council, give yourselves as a committee the approval well in advance. Why are you gonna wait till? to
No,
get
no,
the
I'm not
approval
waiting,
from
I'm
the
not waiting
committee?
for February. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's gonna happen
I'm
in
saying the
February.
committee approval
To
should
start-
happen now,
okay.
because right, it needs to pass committee approval
Okay,
for
so
them
we,
to
so
even
let's
to take it
do a
to council.
motion to. However we have to word it.
Explore this
No.
event.
And-
Well, explore is explore. You don't need to make a motion to explore anything. The motion is, does the committee want to take this on? And are you agreeing to, I guess, like, are you guys agreeing that this may cost, like, if you have an idea, because I know you've been looking at it. I'm asking the committee to put aside however much dollars of your budget for seed funding for this event. Like, that would be a proper motion, so you guys know what you're getting yourself into realistically. And
How
so
much
that
money
council
did
knows
we-
that you have the backup of the committee and the committee is willing to do this.
Well, the whole thing is you also want to look for private money too.
Of course, but you need seed funding.
How much money did we leave on the table? Again,
No.
I don't have an answer for you right now.
Oh, they're
$400. If that.
that's all, a couple hundred.
Oh,
Oh,
where
that's
where you
good news.
leaving money? I thought we used
That's what I'm
those.
saying. It, right now is the beginning of the fiscal year is actually a good opportunity for you guys to sit down and be like, this is actually how we want to spend our money for
That's,
the
that's what
upcoming
I'm
fiscal year.
saying.
That's
For
part of
once
it.
We can get ahead of the game here and plan something.
So at this point, if the committee thinks it's a good idea, we can vote on it. If you guys want to sit on it and chew on it, then we can talk about it in November. When we meet again. You know, it's up to you all, because right now it sounds like I need to do some more, exploring, is what it sounds like.
Carlos, just so you, Carlos called me yesterday letting me know that he was gonna discuss this yesterday, so I already went ahead and I looked into the venue. I can tell you that February 2nd, I don't have full confirmation on everything, so just so you guys know, there's two sides to booking. In terms of like town resources, there's practices and games that happen on the fields. And there's indoor rentals, which is usually what people do for the parties. In terms of parties, we're cleared for February 2nd. So there is nothing and they won't allow any reservations. They're gonna block it off as a whole week for public safety. Just in case you guys do move forward with this. In terms of fields, I don't have confirmation yet if there's games or not. I'm still waiting on parks to get back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, if there's events, it's gonna take up the parking space.
And that was the other thing, we can't close off the park, even if it is a town event, because it's a public park. So it's a shared space in reality, that's why I'm trying to figure out, I know there's certain times during the year. Very specific weekends or whatever that they don't have practices or games. I don't know if that is one of them. I already asked the parks team, so I'm waiting for them to let me know.
Thank you. And by all means, the only reason why I said that January, because I'm sure, there's a lot of time.
Well, all
Let's try to
the-
get on that schedule for January.
with all the
Well, it's
question
not-
marks.
It's not for us to present, but I'm assuming can be added by town manager approval, we could be added to the agenda.
He will add for an emergency. I honestly don't think that this would constitute as an emergency. But that's not my
He's not gonna start a
determination, that,
precedent either.
that's the town manager, sorry.
I said he's not gonna start a precedent either for emergency.
Well, that's why we were, I know those of you that have been here longer, that's the reason why there was a schedule put out, so that the committees would plan according to their schedule.
Right.
The first committee that reports in January is Blasting and Veterans Committee.
Got it. Okay. So, I guess before I put a motion forward, do I have any feelers if you guys wanna perhaps maybe think about this and maybe vote on it next meeting, or do you think this is a good idea? This is just discussion. I do think that we have a lot of potential to be a national stage for an event. If you don't think this is the right event, or you think it's a different type of event, then let me know, but I can tell you this much. They had an event for, bike safety, barely had people come out. For whatever reason, sometimes these public safety events, we're really trying hard with Coffee with a Cop, and I think we're moving in the right direction with publicity and getting more people out. But when it comes to events, like National Cop Out was more like national, nobody was out. So we gotta, there has to be a way that we can get the exposure out there. We got two huge groups behind this, police and fire. So It's up to you all. We can make a motion now, or we can defer it and have more discussion next month.
Does anybody see, I think we're in discussion, yes?
There's no.
Well, we don't have a motion yet, yeah.
All right, well, my question is, I guess because I'm friends with the people that do Cars for a Cure or whatever
Yeah.
the other one is. And I don't want it to look like a competition and have certain people annoyed with us or whatever, or copycats
Mhm.
or.
It's kind of
and
a
yet-
conflict of interest.
Yeah, well, it's like, if we, let's say we do a car thing, a car show, and we have a great turnout, and now it's
It affects
4
them.
months before the other group was gonna do theirs. Now their feeling is nobody's gonna come to ours because Public Safety Committee just did one. That kind of thing. I don't want that conflict amongst the committee members here and the other group against us. I don't want that. I don't wanna be the one to start that thing. And then there's that competition.
Well, by any means, just so you know, Nancy, I mean, if we were to go through with this, you know, we would actually promote their event. I would actually put that idea forward to promote Cars for Cure.
Hey, next car show is.
Next car show is this time at this date. Now, if you have a feeling like, hey, it's just too close, that's fine, Nancy. Then you know
but
what?
I feel that saying, hey, the car show's coming up, Cars for Cure is coming up in 2 months, it's gonna be like, well, we've already shown our car here. We're gonna go to
Well,
North Miami Beach this time. You know what I'm saying? Now the car people have got two choices. And it's gonna be one or the other because
then
they feel like you're showing your cars to the same group of people.
I don't think they're gonna feel that way, because trust me, I'm a car guy, and I see the same people every single month at International Law, the car show. But if you feel that it's just too close to Cars for Cure, then you know what? Then maybe we'd have this car show in October. Next year.
That, yeah, last weekend there was something, Parade for Heroes or something.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do a car show. Well, it's still kind of close. In October, theirs is until April,
Yeah.
and benefiting the PBA, whatever fund the fire has,
And
around that same time of the
Yeah.
day of Parade
yeah,
for
you might
Heroes.
definitely do it, you know, probably October is the best time. November is too crowded with Veterans Parade and all that stuff.
Well, then you're too close to Christmas and all that stuff. You wanna get
Right.
ahead of that.
And that way you tie it in with the parade, not that thing in Tropical Park, but you're honoring heroes or something, you know. And the money benefits PBA, whatever the firemen's fund, whatever fund they have. And kind of like you had like if this thing takes off with Parade for Heroes, hey, let's honor ours here, you know, locally. Unless now all the police go and attend that,
Cars for Heroes.
something like that.
There you go. So let's,
But we have to see if the local fire people go down to Tropical Park. Or maybe the
No.
residents will go down there to Tropical Park and then that'll hurt our event.
If it's at the same day, it's kind of.
Yeah. And then it would have to be kind of unless you do something Miami Lakes honors our heroes or something
No, for sure.
specific.
yeah, we can do it any way, shape or way of promoting it. But it sounds like to me that we need to just discuss this next meeting. I'm not gonna make a motion right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's.
All right, let's move on to the next item.
I would, Carlos, I would say make a motion to defer because it is on your agenda right now, right?
Make a motion to defer,
80.
the 2025 event.
This is 8A.
Yes.
ma'am.
I second.
All in favor?
Uh,
All right, really quick, Coffee of a Cop, December. It seems like Saeed Bowl has approached the town already and the police department. There was a little hiccup recently with a mortgage and real estate company that wanted to host a Coffee of a Cop, and they did their own marketing. And we pretty much told them they couldn't do that because there's an official process to the town. You know, I told them that possibly they can help out with December. I don't know if Saeed is gonna front, you know, all that stuff, but maybe there could be some synergies there between this mortgage company and Saeed. But my whole thing is if Officer Amador thinks it's a good idea, that way I can start planning this with the town, with marketing, and also with this company. So I just wanted to bring that up so I can get the ball rolling on that, because December's right around the corner. Obviously, we want to stay away from the holidays. We don't want to go too deep into December, maybe beginning December, maybe a week after Thanksgiving, because people are still kind of coming in from out of town, maybe the second week of December. So I wanted to put that up for discussion so we can make a motion, we can start moving forward planning that.
So make a motion and just second, and we have this.
Yeah, to start planning.
All right,
So go ahead.
I make a motion for December copy of the top at Said Bowl.
For December,
Yes, ma'am.
Second.
second by Darwin. Okay, discussion,
Well, it's easy just for them to say, you know, what day they're available for it. And then give us some days, you know, so that we can say, you know, and you're right, if it's too close to the end, it's kind of more difficult,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
And I'm trying to tie in, I was thinking like, is there any way that we can do something for like kids, any toys or something? I don't know, if we can maybe, I don't know.
well,
Yeah.
that would be great, because if they can bring a toy.
Toy for tots,
Then
little
we'll-
Christmas, whatever that thing
Yeah,
is.
because we're partnering up with Gigi's Warehouse to give them everything that we get. We always get toys and we always get a bunch of stuff, so we're gonna partner up with them to give it to them.
Okay.
What's the name of the
if you
business?
do it, if you
It's
do it,
Said Bowl. We have to go with him because we told him yes, right?
I mean, we don't have to. I think it would be a good idea
Well-
because we told them, but
Yeah,
you guys let me know.
Spell the name?
I don't even know how to spell. it.
Ernie, it's Ernie, right?
Ernie's.
Acai, right? Yes, it is.
Do you wanna
Yes,
do
it's
it,
called
Frank?
Ernie's Acai.
Can you spell acai?
Yeah, if they, well, the vendor is the one that says, you know.
No, look at it. Okay. What we get? Just
Okay, the other company wants to partner up with them.
I'm gonna present it to them because that company wanted to go to Mayor's Cafe and they wanted to give like coffee and pastries to you guys, like on them,
Okay.
the mortgage and the real estate company. But the thing is that, and I was, you know, it's funny because I'm surprised that Mayor's Cafe agreed to it because they're so packed, but they did. But obviously, we didn't have enough time for the police to get it organized. Here we have 2 months, but Esai, this guy Ernie I've been hearing about the guy for a while, so I feel like, you know, and I know you told me
I
too.
think they need the mortgage companies to talk to him. To see
Okay,
how they want to do it, right? Because
that's what I'm gonna try to
it's
say.
gonna
like, hey,
be at their
guys.
location and all that, not that they suddenly show up and go, yeah, we're here, and
Right,
you know, I mean, they can show up as just, you know, random people saying, look, you know, this is what I do, this is our business. But they should,
they
you
should
know, if
talk.
they're gonna host something too, they should talk to them so that they can come up with a plan and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to Ernie, to them and just, hey, guys, we're planning this, what days work, that way I can make sure I have you in the loop, I have the town in the loop, and that way we can start planning moving forward.
Usually we'll get an email from Miles saying, hey, on this, right, this day, at this time, looks like it's good, or is it good for you guys?
Yeah, cause we we're always told to clear with police.
Right,
So we ask the business, hey, what day works for you? And then they tell us, and then we propose them to you guys, and you guys tell us,
Mhm.
based on that.
Go from there.
okay. So I make, the motion's already there, all in favor? Aye. Okay,
I will say, only because I know you're mentioning another company, I'm gonna have a talk with the team. I don't know how that works in terms of like, I know that we shouldn't
Okay.
be using, you know, like
whatever is the
the
process,
town event to,
I
I
agree,
guess, promote a business.
Right.
I know that we normally, realistically, we do promote a business when it's like a sponsorship related thing, but I don't know how that would come into play here.
Yeah, because
This is
it's
like
totally different than what
Cause
we
usually
normally.
the sponsor itself is the business.
It's a business.
That's
Cause
fine.
he would be, cause he already told me, I think he had said he would do many like acai bowls.
speaking about them. Renee was gonna have, Garcia, the commissioner, was gonna have an event there this Friday, and he called it Cafecito with Renee. And I know you were saying that possibly it shouldn't be coffee over cop, that it should be something else, but
Oh, okay. Well, that was specifically to October 2nd, so is it because it was a national coffee for the cop? I think Sergeant Soto had told me, he's like, hey, can we do it at an actual coffee place, because it's a national day?
Uh-huh.
I know he serves coffee. If that's any, I'm just saying, like,
yeah, well, it just because I don't wanna confuse the public
yeah,
and changing the name.
yeah.
Well, we
Bowl
did,
of a cop,
We can play with the name,
Yeah.
that's, he just didn't wanna play with the name like that day, because it was the national.
right,
yeah, because we like.
We've
when we
done
did it
cones
at-
with it.
Uh-huh, we've done a little bit
iPhones with
change, a
pop
little change.
or-
But we, even that place, the mortgage place, let's say they wanna host a coffee with a cop. Why don't we do it at their place another month? You know, at the mortgage place, and then let them bring the coffee out from
Well,
somewhere
yeah,
else.
dude, that's the thing, that to a certain extent, I was just being nice with them, if they wanted to jump in and pay for something else. Because Baby's Bakehouse is also on deck too. Baby's Bakehouse wants to host you guys as well,
Yeah.
and we're changing our meetings there, by the way, BNI is not gonna meet there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
I,
we did. We did the. where we
you
had
did it one with them, and it had low turnout,
a few months.
that was the lowest
ago.
turnout you guys had, so now the whole idea is,
So where?
Habib's bakery?
Oh,
Yeah.
a few months ago.
yeah, but I was thinking maybe we kind of switch it around and do it the same day as BNI. That way you have everybody there,
Oh, I see. what you're saying.
because you have 50 people in there already.
Right.
But that'll be for the future, but he's also, I'm saying he's also on deck in front of these mortgage people to a certain extent. I was just thinking if there's any way to partner, it sounds like it's more complicated, let's just stick to it.
It
Nobody
hasn't been done
That's fine,
like that, you know, it's just a little.
that's fine, that's fine, everybody is.
Oh, yeah, don't reinvent the wheel.
And that's what I'm trying to stay away from, absolutely, thank you.
Yeah.
Through the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So I'll call, I'll start planning with Arnie, do you have his number or no? I'll just call the place and ask him.
Yeah, and their thing is, since they're not like a coffee in the morning type thing, they might want a different time frame. They might wanna do a lunch with a cop or something like that, because at the ice cream place, we were there
After
like
school.
after school. So, you know, they might wanna do something like that.
Yeah. I'll talk to you about it, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, through the chair, we're done.
Well. So you're tabling it?
No, he's gonna look into it. The motion passed to look into it, right?
Oh, I'm sorry,
To it.
Do we-
Say, what was the?
we all agree on copy of a cop, that's certainly
For December, looking in,
That's it, I'm gonna start planning with the vendor
Okay.
and with the,
In December.
yes,
All
sir.
right, we'll go from there. The other thing is, how we're gonna distribute these, you're gonna pile up, how many you're in?
And there's 10 right now, so, what we're gonna do is, Amador, you owe me you wanna take now 15, you said?
He's 15, I know that, something like that.
maybe we should end the meeting and then talk about that.
Let's do that, let's end the meeting, and we'll figure out the disbursement of this.
You guys are not gonna vote on what you're about to talk about, right? Like, this isn't gonna
They're
come up
gonna-
for discussion or vote again, because if it is, it
You
needs to be
got-
done in a public.
It's gotta be on the record how many you gave to each.
Yeah,
committee
you
member.
should just.
Oh, really?
Oh,
It gotta be
okay.
voted on, yeah, you can't just.
Well,
Oh,
it's not even that,
You
it's just
guys.
for the sense of being like clear and there's reference.
That's fine.
I'd make a motion that we distribute the coins.
Okay, to be a little more specific, we're giving 15 to
I don't
officers.
think it needs a motion, you just need to be clear that. you guys-
I'll get on the record. okay.
Like I'm saying, just somebody second, we do it, and then
Alright,
the.
thanks. Okay, so 15 are going to.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
You know,
figure-
I make a
I'll let you know
motion,
if,
I make a motion that we close.
If there's any more that.
No, wait,
if I.
No, we don't need a motion to distribute.
No,
We
this is
just
public-
need to
Can
put it
you
on the
just
record.
state, can you guys just state how many everybody's getting so that we all know and that's.
Yeah,
it?
it's just to put it on the record.
Just state how many,
Absolutely, yes. Darwin is taking 15 to the
Okay,
police.
that's it,
department.
that's good enough,
Where
You
you
mean Robin,
Amador, I'm sorry. Thank
yeah,
you.
all of us
I'm a
are.
little.
and then everybody else gets 10.
Yes, everybody else gets 10, other committee members, what's left?
Nancy technically gets 9, right? To be clear, Nancy gets.
Nancy
9.
gets 9.
I don't want her going home with 9 and
That's
thinking
fine.
she's missing.
So then right now, what we're doing is, Nancy,
Well, there's only 8 here anyway.
there's 8, okay,
3,
the account is not good enough accounting,
5, 6, 7, 8.
okay, then they get one there.
And I
Ms.
gave
Count.
one to who?
Make sure you have 10, please.
Okay.
Make
That's
sure you
your
have
10.
10 there. Make sure you have 10, and then Nancy, I can keep the rest, or you can keep
I'm
it, whatever you want, and then we give it to public events.
I need one more for me, but the rest in the box and I will hold it.
Okay, no problem.
I think that those should be held here in town hall.
I don't think so. But who's gonna hold them where? You gonna hold them?
Yeah. Stop and hold.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think
because
the
it,
committee, no, because
unless they're
town
being
hall is
given to
closed
you.
on Saturdays and
Right.
Sundays. If he says, I'm going to a meeting of whatever, and I'd like some coins, I can give them to him.
It
I'm
should
not
be,
going anywhere with the coins.
it's not that, it's the fact that they should be accessible no matter if you're around or not. but, okay.
I think it should be more accessible
If,
on weekends and when there's an event that you're gonna go attend or, you know what I'm saying? That we have access to them on the weekend or whatever and not.
let you know if we need any more. Okay. Later, you know.
So there's, by the way, there's 34 in here.
Okay, I didn't understand why you need 15. Who you giving yours?
The remainder of the officers that I didn't get to on the first wave,
Yes.
I'm getting to them now, and then I think this is enough, but I'm not, I wanna take
And the
more.
first wave
but I
was
think-
when, the first wave was when we handed out one of each. Is that the?
The first 100 that you guys
You have one.
ordered. The first 100 that you guys ordered,
I don't think we ordered.
Yes, we did.
So this is the second one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right. I don't know why this guy.
Yeah, okay. Why should?
Okay, that's perfect. We can do that.
Yes. Because now I'm basically a member of the committee. Right? So we should give one to Island.
Well, we got 15 there?
50.
All right, we're good. Okay,
So for the record, Nancy's taking them home.
for the record, Nancy's taking 34 home. Yes, ma'am. In addition to her 10.
Well, her 9.
Nine,
She already gave
because
one.
you gave one.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Nice. You can adjourn.
Are you guys?
All right,
Can I make a motion to adjourn?
I second.
Okay. The time is 9:09.